It's an interesting thing in the theme park world. There are the awards that most of the theme parks go for, and those being big green rectangle awards like dollars and cents. But there's a different currency when you get into these industry trade associations that go over the greatness in theme parks. Well, Disney had the best dark ride a few years ago with the Golden Ticket Awards, but it looks like this year, not only is Dollywood doing fantastic, it looks like Universal's Epic Universe has, I don't want to say it's sweep the awards, but Disney in there. And Epic Universe is. Let's talk about this story out of Blog Mickey. Universal Epic Universe dominates 2025 Golden Ticket Awards, including some upsets. There were some upsets. I saw some upsets on Twitter. People were very upset. Universal has dominated the 2025 Golden Ticket Awards, the top honor for themed entertainment industry. Universal picked up 5 Golden Ticket Awards, thanks in very large part to their brand new Epic Universe theme park. Universal had a number of top 5 rankings in addition to their wins. Overall, the 2025 Golden Ticket Awards were dominated by Universal. There's one company I'd like to point out that did pretty good there. The Golden Ticket Awards were established by Amusement Today in 1998 to shine a spotlight in the amusement park industry and attractions by recognizing the best of the best. This was Universal's year, unquestionably. Tim Baldwin, the Golden Ticket Awards communications coordinator, said, "There was so much build up to Epic Universe's opening date back before the pandemic, and they pulled it off. The awards alone demonstrate that Universal really delivered the goods." Here we go. Best new attraction installation goes to Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry. At the Ministry, sorry. It is not of the Ministry. It's at the Ministry. Claimed the top spot for best new attraction installation. According to Amusement Today, the best new attraction installation is geared towards rides that have impact either on their park or on the amusement industry. This is... I'm hoping to ride this within the next few months. Maybe I'll get out to Epic Universe sooner, later. I don't know. But everybody raves about Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry. There's a little bit during the previews where people were wondering what are they going to do with the seatbelt sensors there. Seems like they fixed that, and now they got Death Eaters all over the place as you go to make sure that the most evil villain in Harry Potter is brought to justice. Do you guys know who won Best New Attraction previously?
Best New Attraction. I actually don't know who won Best New Attraction previously. I know who won Best Dark Ride, though. And maybe somebody was dethroned in that effort.
Well, let's go to that one. By the way, where is it? It's down here. Best New Roller Coaster. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got Stardust Racers right there. That one's doing well. Haven't ridden this one yet. But there seems to be some question here about whether it's Velocicoaster, whether it's Hagrid's, whether it's Stardust Racers. It seems like Universal is really hitting on all cylinders if you're going for that coaster experience. In fact, you could accuse that they're maybe a little too emphasizing on coasters. I don't know. Stardust Racers might be harming the park, he said, full of sarcasm. Where is it? Here's the one I was going for. Best Dark Ride. When you're talking about the best dark ride in 2024, nothing compares to Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein experiment. I got a question for you guys because you are theme park experts here. How long have they been working on Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein experiment?
At this point, that actually goes back probably 20 years. I would say probably about 2005-ish. And the reason I say that is because that version of the attraction was going to be themed to Van Helsing, and that concept was adapted for Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. But the idea of a monsters themed dark ride with the use of a Cuckoo Arm system, it dates back quite a while. And we now know that maybe some certain famous directors had been a part of the effort to get Universal Monsters incorporated into a theme park, whether it be Epic Universe or something else. And we also know that Dark Universe was really something that was developed first for Universal Studios Hollywood and may have actually featured that amazing Monsters Unchained attraction. So the development of this just dates back a long time, and this is a long time in the works. To get Best Dark Ride is absolutely fantastic. And to dethrone somebody that's been sitting at the top here on this Golden Ticket Awards for, 6 years now? 5 years? Pretty remarkable.
Yeah, and just for those of you who are not aware of it, Steven Spielberg directly had an influence on Dark Universe at Epic Universe, and the idea of that shared universe of Universal monsters. This is something that Universal has been working on for a very long time. By the way, if they were a Van Helsing ride, that would put it at least around 2004. So we're at the 20-year mark that they've been working on this attraction.
Right.
It's not like they didn't they weren't going for that rush time, like Tiana's Bayou Adventure that they started working on in 2018, and then finally got that thing out in what 2024 was that?
Was it really
that
2018?
no, absolutely
it was more like
somebody put a
2020.
sketch down in 2018. That's
Yeah.
Disney absolutely did not for serious work on that attraction in 2018. Somebody drew up concept art of what can we do to Splash Mountain. Anyways, coming back to it, I think this is really cool. I'm hearing that Epic Universe and Dark Universe specifically are amazing, and that the Frankenstein Experiment is maybe the best dark ride in the entire world right now. Culture, have you been to Epic yet?
No, I'm saving it for a special trip coming up soon, and I'm looking forward to each and every one of these things. We kind of all witnessed here that keep very close attention to theme parks, the construction of all of this and some of the lovely things that were shared with us by Universal Orlando, back in the day, especially incredible animatronic work, which is, my keen interest. But I mean, Wolfman and all of the other things there are breathtakingly advanced compared to what we see from Disney now. The presentations like this wall projection, things like that, Universal just seems to be doing it at a different level. And this is the stuff that you used to get from Disney, the all, engrossing surrounding environment, the one that brought you into a world. This might be the last version of that, but it lacked the sophistication that they were capable of because they didn't invest in those stormtroopers. They didn't invest in a lot of things in this ride, and the things they did invest in, operate most of the time.
Yeah.
So, it's just Universal just is on another level.
Yeah.
And we don't see that anymore in Disney attractions.
Now, there is one more thing I want to say about the Golden Ticket Awards, and we always like to shout them out because they're like the little park that could. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Dollywood, yet again, got Best Guest Experience. A bunch of awards went to Dollywood. It's a great park. When I went a few years back, I was shocked at how beautiful that little park is. Although most beautiful theme park, I think that might have actually gone to Busch Gardens Williamsburg this year, which I'm going to have to go over and check that out. Busch Gardens Tampa Bay was my home park for years, back when I was a Disney snub and took it for granted. And that is not me saying anything about Disney snobs now, saying I was not acting right. Y'all don't have to take that personal if you happen to identify as a Disney snob.
Well, there's one aspect of the Golden Ticket Awards that we have to talk about here when it comes to this dark ride category, and that is what you're seeing on screen right there. The previous holder for that was Disney's Star Wars Rise of Resistance at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, both at Disney's Hollywood Studios and at Disneyland in Anaheim. And we can see right here from this Block Mickey post, the massive news this year is that Epic Universe dethroned Walt Disney World's Rise of Resistance in the Best Dark Ride category. Previously, Rise of Resistance had won the Golden Ticket in this category in 4 of the 5 years that it was eligible, only losing to Shanghai Disneyland's Pirates of the Caribbean Battle for the Sunken Treasure in 2022 before reclaiming the top spot the next year. That's a little bit unusual. I know that Pirates of the Caribbean attraction is extremely impressive, but Rise of Resistance definitely captured a lot of the hearts and minds of the Golden Ticket, reviewers. But to usurp that with the opening of one of Epic Universe's opening day attractions, pretty remarkable. And two, for Universal to really come out on top in so many of these categories is truly remarkable. I think they may have earned 5 awards total, which is a big deal. Dollywood being on this list is also a very huge deal. And remember, they're on the precipice of announcing something pretty big here. I'm hearing it's September 27th, if I'm not mistaken. So that should be a lot of fun as well.
I will say it's a lot more interesting when we all don't just assume that Disney is going to be at the top of the line. There was a point at which it seemed like the best animation Oscar category was just, did Pixar release a film this year? Now, they were functioning with excellence for a very long time, and I would argue that they're no longer functioning with excellence as far as storytelling goes. They probably have some great technology that they're working with. That's fine. It is a different thing when you start to get out there and realize that there are other theme parks that are doing fantastic things outside of the Walt Disney World Resort and Anaheim bubble there.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.